Welcome back to STL Live. I'm Jade Harrell. My guests are Michael Woods and Neil Richardson from Dream Builders for Equity. Dream Builders for Equity, they have a mission to provide at-risk youth with access to diverse and broad sets of assets through mentorship, entrepreneurship, scholarship, and leadership training. So take us through your process. First of all, what ages of children do you work with?
Yeah, we usually start with students that are 16 to 24.
Okay.
This is typically their first job. So we want to make sure the students understand how to manage their finances. Majority of the students don't come from a household that even are banked.
Yeah.
And so we want to make sure the students are banked, number one, and then two, understand how to manage their finances. So every 2 weeks when the students get paid, we bring in financial mentors, help them create budgets.
Nice.
We then do the personal development with the students to help uplift them, get them excited about their future.
Sure.
And so we introduce them to entrepreneurs who have started off where they are currently at and have made it to become successful in their own careers. And then we show the students how they can become entrepreneurs through real estate and book publishing.
Yeah.
So the students actually work on the property that they own, and then they earn money and equity through that piece, and then they also write a book.
That's ingenious to bring in the authorship and the opportunity to then spread the word, have equity in literacy as well. How did that become a part of the process, and why?
So one, we truly believe in owning your own story, owning your narrative, and what you actually can bring to the world, how much value you have in yourself. So with that, the students, while they're going through the rehab of the property, they're also journaling. So every day they're coming home and they're saying, what is it that I like? What is it that I enjoy? What did I learn? How did I grow through this process? Yeah. So the book is a combination of all of the students' work, all of their efforts, all of their pains, all of their joys, and you actually get to see it right then in their entire journey.
Your opening statement says at-risk youth, and to hear you say they can own their own story, that at-risk story is not their story.
Exactly.
And as they're developing, they're building their story while they're building equity. This is a very solid foundation you're creating for. What are some of the things you're hearing? Give me the contrast of a student before the program and what they're like after when we see them on this kind of video.
Yeah, so I really, it's very analogous to the homes that we rehab. So when you first see the houses, it looks like destruction, and people walk past it and drive by it without even recognizing that it's present. And so that's when we first see the students, you can see that in their eyes that people haven't seen them and they haven't been able to tell their story or show the value that they can bring to the world. So we create space for that. And so when we see the students at first, we know what they've been through because we've lived it. Yeah. And so that's what we bring to the students is the lived experiences and understanding and being able to relate to them, but understanding also what they can become.
Right.
And so we allow them the space to become those people and give them the tools and the resources and the access to become that. And so at the end, once they rehab their house and we see them, like we've seen on the book publishing event, the students are new people. They're energized. They're excited about life. They're excited about their future. They're calling us asking, when is the next time we're working? When can we get back into the community? So they're excited about their future now. And so that's really the transformation that we've seen through our program.
Incredible. Mike, what would be the chapter that you, or the best narrative you would like the rest of the community to read, to understand about the students?
Yeah, I would just like for the students, the community to understand that we are the students. So we are living proof of what can actually happen. That's
so make that comparison. You've heard before, oh, well, you're different.
Yeah.
You know, and maybe not understand that, believe me, I was. And this is why we're here and uniquely qualified for this.
Exactly. That's the conversation. So when the students are telling us things that they're going through, we're not just saying, oh, I feel for you. We're saying, like, yeah, I remember when that happened.
Nice.
This is how we overcame it. And that's what we want the rest of the world to actually see and understand, is that we're doing this with them and together with them. So as the program grows, the students grow. That's why every piece of the program, the students have an opportunity to actually gain wealth. And that's what we built it around, is just making sure it's 100% tangible for them.
So look what's emerged from your inspiration. What's something that maybe one of the students says they want to do now that they see things differently that's inspired you?
All of them. Like when we first start day one, we ask the students, what do you want to do? Do anything. They have no answers to that question. But now they have very clear goals and clear visions. We have a few students that want to obtain their real estate license. We have a few that want to go to trade school. We have a few that have went on to college. So they've already set a path forward, and they've been able to identify, this is where I want to go. This is what I want to do. And then we provide them with the support through those scholarship funds to get there.
Yeah.
And it's not limited either. I mean, they want to be lawyers, they want to be doctors.
Right.
And again, our program is kind of focused on real estate and book publishing, but it's really about just exposing them to everything.
Either way, they get the ownership in what they've created and built from the ground up.
Exactly.
Oh man, so proud and
thank you,
excited.
thank you.
To learn more about Dream Builders for Equity, visit dreambuildersforequity.org. We'll be right back after this.